Hello bankers, so very good morning to all of you. Welcome back. So welcome to JAIIB CIB Prep. I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you. So quickly join in so we can start our today's discussion, right? So today's discussion is around ancillary services, unit number 15, okay? So unit 12, 13, 14. These are very small units. Okay. So we will be discussing those particular one. I'll be providing videos for that particular those three topics. Okay. And I'll upload by tomorrow itself. Okay. So yes, everyone quickly join in so we can start our today's discussion. All right. I hope everything is fine from my side. So we have all today's discussion is around ancillary services. So which include these many सब टॉपिक्स आपका ठीक है तो कौन कौन से सब टॉपिक्स हैं एक बार जल्दी से आपका देख लेते हैं ठीक है देन विल स्टार्ट डिस्कशन so remittance and introduction, then we have demand deposit and banker's check, then we have mail transfer, telegraphic transfer, NEFT, RTGS and EBT. EBT is very important, and safe deposit blockers maximum portion, then आपका custodial services, portfolio management services, this you will also we will also discuss in your RBWM subject. We have entire one module. Merchant banking, which we have already discussed in our IE and IFS subject, module C or D. Then government business. Okay. So these are the subtopics which are generally part of this particular unit. So with the help of MCQs and case studies or the application based question, we are going to discuss this particular one. All right. So we will start with very first question on your screen and very basic question. I hope everybody will be able to answer these first three questions because they are generally part of our daily workings. So consider the following statement regarding the operational and regulatory aspect of demand draft, DD and banker's check, right? So demand drafts and banker's check से related आपका कौन सा statement correct है, ठीक है? So we have to find out the correct statement about these two. So a demand draft, although not a check, is treated as one under the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881 for a limited protection, 100% true. Okay. Demand draft and banker's check with the face value of rupees 20,000 and above must not only be issued with account payee crossing but also must not be paid in cash. Okay. So this is again this is the limit for the like if you talk about the DD and banker's check, if it is worth rupees 20,000 and above, so it should not be paid in cash and they should be part of the crossing system, right? So this is again the right answer for this one. Okay. The name of purchaser must be printed on the face of all DDs or आपका banker's check and pay orders irrespective of amount effective from September 15, 2018. This is also correct. A demand draft once expired after 3 months cannot be re-evaluated under any circumstances. Now this is very first incorrect statement. So a demand draft once expired after 3 months cannot be re-evaluated. It can be re-evaluated once within a year. Okay? So it should be once within a year. So that make this particular statement wrong. Interest for delay in issuance of duplicate DD is payable even if the request is made by third party holders of the instruments. Interest is not allowed in this particular case. This is also wrong. So what will be and third party holder, not third party holder, it should be beneficiary if that is the case. So 1, 2, 3 means आपका option C will be right answer for this particular one. Yes. So option C. So statement 4 was incorrect. A demand draft can be re-evaluated once within a year from the date of issue. So within 1 year from the date of issue. Not after the becoming stale. दूसरा आपका statement 5 is incorrect. Interest for delay is issuing a duplicate DD is not payable to a third party holder. It is only applicable if request come from the purchaser or the beneficiary itself, right? So this is the one. So what will be your correct answer? C will be right answer for this one. Okay? So these are some features. So quickly go through these one. Okay? So a demand draft cannot be payable to bearer as it would amount to a currency note and would be violation of section 31 of RBI Act 1934. Bankers' check are issued by bank for making local payments, including those on behalf of its customers. Bankers' checks are generally used for the following transaction. It can be at the request of the client, payment of balance amount of the seized account to its claimant or legal hire team, payment of bill on realization received or presented for payment by local banks team other than the branches of our bank, payment of deferred payment guarantee, payment to various contractors, service contract, various purchaser made by the bank itself, payment of statutory duties like electricity bills or the other expenses, um, all other local payments to be made by check, so they are generally comes under this. Usually these are generally expenses of bank or the transactions which where bank is involved in that particular case itself, right? Next one, guys. So next question, the simplest one, ठीक है, बहुत ही आसान question है, half marks question. I hope everybody will be able to answer this one, ठीक है. And today at 12 p.m. we are going to have one marathon session for IE and IFS. I'll come up with one designated mock which is completely driven by the PYQs. So I have compiled 2-3 years PYQs and we created one mock test. So believe me guys, that session is definitely going to help you out and you'll see a real exam like feelings also. So we'll try ki we will be able to cover the entire 100 questions. ठीक है, तो वहां पे हमारा डिस्कशन होगा, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है सभी के लिए आपका, ठीक है. So consider the following statement regarding NEFT, आपका National Electronic Fund Transfer. So NEFT transaction are settled individually in real time. No, this is RTGS. ठीक है, so they are based on DNS. ठीक है, so this is wrong. Each NEFT participating bank branch is assigned a unique IFSC code. This is 100% true, which is 11-digit alphanumeric code. So this is true. NEFT facilities one-way fund transfer from India to Nepal under the Indo-Nepal remittance facility scheme. This we have also discussed in our previous session. So this is also correct here. So what we have to find out correct statement, that means 2 and 3. That means option B will be right answer for this one. Okay? So NEFT first statement was incorrect. NEFT operate on DNS, deferred net settlement basis, not on real time basis. We have usually nowadays, like due to this technological advancement, they generally get settled within a minute or within 2 minutes. Or but if you talk about the batches, so we have half hourly basis batches in case of NEFT, right? So usually जो आपके फंड्स का जो सेटलमेंट्स होता है वो आपका बैचेस के अंदर, आप हाफ आवर के बैचेस के साथ वी जनरली यूज टू सेटल दीज पर्टिकुलर वन. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट वन अगेन वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन अबाउट द आरटीजीएस. सो रियल टाइम ग्रॉस सेटलमेंट. ठीक है, सो व्हाट विल बी योर करेक्ट आंसर अबाउट द आरटीजीएस? बताओ, थोड़ा सा इंटरेक्ट करो यार. ठीक है, देखो जब बताओगे तभी पता चलेगा, गलत होगा कोई बात नहीं है, बट यू हैव टू पार्टिसिपेट. ठीक है, और संडे है, कल हमारी छुट्टी है, तो कल भी हम लोग आपका विल डेफिनेटली कम अप विद वन एटलीस्ट वन मैराथन सेशन. इवनिंग में भी एक मैराथन करेंगे, तो 2-3 दिन हमें बहुत अच्छे से यूटिलाइज करने हैं. ठीक है, सो आरटीजीएस एनेबल रियल टाइम सेटलमेंट ऑफ फंड्स on an individual transactions basis without netting. ठीक है, so netting is we generally use in case of NEFT, but here it is like one-to-one settlement, right? So it is the settlement that generally took place on real-time basis, okay, a gross basis. The credit to the beneficiary account is delayed if the name does not match the account number. ठीक है, so the credit to the beneficiary account is delayed if the name does not match. What you will do in this case, it is not going to be credited. ठीक है, beneficiary account not going to be credited in this situation. So account number and name, they must match, right? So this make this statement wrong. The next statement is RTGS is operational 24/7/365 nowadays. ठीक है, allowing instantaneous high value fund transfer at any time, 100% true. Then next one आपका in RTGS, sender to receiver information is operational is option, no, it is mandatory, ठीक है, and generally ignored during the process. No, it is a mandatory information, ठीक है, sender to receiver must be there, and then only we will proceed with the a transaction, or we will, for the verification purpose, we will use this particular one. RTGS require IFSC code of the beneficiary bank branch for successful proceeding. RTGS and NEFT both required IFSC code, Indian Financial System code. So this is also correct. Okay. So we have to find out the correct statement. So that means 1, 3 and 5. Okay. 1, 3 and 5. That means option D must be right answer for this particular one. All right. So statement 2 is incorrect. Credit is done solely based on the account number. Name mismatch does not delay the credit. Okay. So this was like credit is done solely based on the account numbers. Acha, okay, name, what was the case? Credit beneficiary account delays. If, okay, there is no delays due to that particular one. Sorry, my bad. Huh? Please do correct this one. Okay. Statement 4 was incorrect. Sender to receiver information is mandatory, especially for the stating the purpose of transfer also. Okay. So why we are transferring that particular money, or what is the purpose? So we can monitor those particular one. Next one. Next question is very very important from this particular unit. Maximum time you will see question based on this. देखो ये RTGS, NEFT, DD, आपका bankers check, they can be tested in with some other topic also, but this is something which is core of this particular topic. तो जहाँ पे like you will not see these this particular subtopic in some other topics आपका, तो this is that make this particular question very important, right? चलो तो एक बार आपका देखेंगे, ठीक है. So examine the following statement regarding electronic benefit transfer EBT schemes and identify which of them are correct. ठीक है. So EBT आपका basically जैसे गवर्नमेंट बेनिफिट्स आपके हैं उनको ट्रांसफर करने के लिए, या देयर इज वन टर्म कॉल आपका वन डिस्ट्रिक्ट मैनी बैंक वन लीडर. सो दैट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट विच जनरली कम्स अंडर दिस टू मेक दोज रेमिटेंसेस आपका, जो इसके अंदर आपको देखने के लिए मिलेंगे. ठीक है. सो वी हैव गिवन 7 स्टेटमेंट. बहुत प्यार से आराम से पढ़ना है, ठीक है, वन बाय वन. सो द वन डिस्ट्रिक्ट मैनी बैंक्स वन लीडर बैंक मॉडल अंडर EBT eliminate the need for coordination between the leader bank and participating bank. Coordination will be required in this particular case. So this is आपका like it does not eliminate the coordination आपका between these particular one, because if we need a proper coordination and like lead banks, whoever the nodal agency and all, through that particular one only we will be able to remit this particular one. So that makes statement 1 wrong. Under the EBT system, the funds are routed through a saving account maintained by the state government in the RBI, not with RBI, and directly credited to beneficiaries. So with the lead bank आपका, so we have leader banks, so they generally maintain, state government, they generally maintain it with the leader banks, not with the RBI. So this is also wrong. Leader bank are designated in consultation with SLBC and RBI's regional office, ensuring district specific operational efficiency. So first correct statement आपका, ठीक है. And with this only, I hope, no, एक और option आपको चाहिए होगा. That means we can eliminate these two options, A and B and C. Participating bank under EBT are permitted to offer beneficiaries financial product, like overdraft link, recurring deposit, general credit. No, this is not part of this particular one. The Aadhaar payment bridge APB by NPCI is critical for routing benefits on Aadhaar numbers and ensure interportability of the bank itself. This make this true. Complaint redressal officers under the EBT framework handle issue related to Aadhaar seeding, but not matter related to delay in credit. They also handle matter related to delay in credit. This make this particular statement wrong. And the next one is आपका next one is business correspondent deploy under EBD serve only as a cash delivery agent and not involved in account open, they get involved, business correspondents, they also involved in this particular activity. So this is also wrong. Okay, so we have to reevaluate our statements. कुछ तो हमने गड़बड़ किया है guys. ठीक है, so 3 and 5, ठीक है, we do not, okay, 4 is participating bank under EBT are permitted to offer beneficiaries. Okay, हाँ, so this is also correct, guys. Sorry, ठीक है. So it is also correct statements, ठीक है. So like if sometime if you also get stuck with these kind of things, so elimination can help us, ठीक है. They are like I was not sure about this one, but as if you can see the options and all, ठीक है. So option A should be right answer, and if A is right answer, then fourth statement is correct आपका, ठीक है. तो sometime you'll also get these kind of things. Do use elimination techniques. You will be able to solve these one. ठीक है. Statement 1 was incorrect. Coordination between leader bank and participating bank is critical under EBT. Second one was incorrect. Funds are routed through a saving bank account opened by nodal department with leader bank. ठीक है, so with leader bank, not by the RBI. ठीक है. Statement 6 was incorrect. Complaint redressal officer also handle issue related as delayed credit and all, wrong transfer and all, ठीक है, frauds and others. Statement 7 was incorrect. Business correspondent do not do much more than deliver cash. They also enroll beneficiary, open account, seed Aadhars, and provide basic financial services also. All right. So EBD functions आपका, let's have a quick look. ठीक है. So EBD functions on one district many bank and one leader bank model. Very very important from this particular unit, guys. Please do take care about these particular statement and go through these particular one. ठीक है. So state government delay. Okay, first go through this particular one. एक बार आप लोग एक बार स्टडी कीजिए, जब मेहनत करेंगे थोड़ा समझ में आएगा. Quickly guys. So build this habit. आपका थोड़ा सा आपको हैबिट बिल्ड करना होगा कि आप रेगुलर बेसिस पे चीजों को पढ़ रहे हैं और अदर्स, बिकॉज ये सारी चीजें, ये एक्सप्लेनेशन आपको डेफिनेटली हेल्प करेंगे आने वाले एग्जामिनेशन के अंदर. ठीक है. एंड कहीं ना कहीं like you will see those half marks and 1 marks question based on these particular statement itself. So state government deal only with the leader bank. They are not going to deal with the others one in a district designated by the consultation with the RBI regional office and SLBs. Leader bank make arrangement with other banks in the district on रेवेन्यू शेयरिंग कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. ये लीड बैंक वाला जो कॉन्सेप्ट होता है इस तरीके से. नोडल डिपार्टमेंट्स इज डेजिग्नेटेड इन स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स टू डील विद द लीडर बैंक in respect of all scheme covered. List of beneficiaries under all scheme provided by nodal department to leader bank for onwards transmission at the participating bank. Participating bank enroll all the beneficiaries, open their accounts and issue smart cards to them through the business correspondent. Each month the nodal bank, the leader bank receive the funds from the state government in saving account opened by the nodal department with it and transfer funds to other banks for the credit to the accounts of ultimate beneficiaries on a commission basis. ठीक है. तो जैसे कोई गवर्नमेंट स्कीम आपका है स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के, सो like it is something which is linked with the financial inclusion also. ठीक है. तो वहां पे उसके जो benefits हैं आपका, जो भी real customers है, like it is something like state government, then we have under state government we have one nodal agency that is dealing with the lead bank. Lead bank have so many banks in that particular state, and then bank through those particular bank we are reaching to the target audience. So that is the one. Yeah. Participating bank credit the funds to the accounts of the respective beneficiary on the same day. So this is the entire sequence under this particular one. Next one, guys. चलो अगला क्वेश्चन. Regarding the safe deposit lockers as per RBI revised guidelines. This we have discussed in our third or fourth unit also. I hope you guys remember this one. Okay. So locker can be allotted to minors. No, it cannot be allotted to minors. That make our very first statement wrong. Okay. Locker have dual control and require both the bank master key and customer key to open this one. Okay. So we have two lockers. One is bank master key and then another one is which generally like we generally provide to the customers, आपका owner of the locker, ठीक है? And it is a lease facility basically, ठीक है, between bank and customer. Bank may insist on a term deposit for a new locker hire to cover rent and break open charges. Bank may insist on a term deposit for a new locker hired to okay. So okay, this is doubtful. I'll not mark this one. Okay. The model locker agreement must comply with the Supreme Court's ruling in the Amitav Desgupta versus United Bank of India. So this is the case which is true. Okay. And in case of locker surrender, proportionate advance rent is not, it is refunded him. So let's say if a person who opened for the locker for 10 years and he is surrendering that particular one after 2 years, so that proportionate rent we have to provide to the customers, ठीक है, हमें उसको वापस करना होगा. This is wrong, ठीक है. So bank may must insist on the term deposit. Anyone who want to answer this? 2 3 2 5 2 4, ठीक है, 2 4. Okay. Anyone bank. Okay, I have to check this particular one. Huh? A आपका, that means it is right. ठीक है. So आपका bank may take a term deposit from new hire as a safeguard. Okay, so it is the case of that particular one. ठीक है. So that means आपका, this is right. That means 2 3 4. 2 3 4 means option A only will be right answer for this one. ठीक है. So statement 1 is incorrect. Locker cannot be allotted to minor. Statement 5 was incorrect. Proportionate rent must be refunded when the locker is surrendered by the customer itself, right? Chalo, next one, guys. Which of the following statement are correct with reference to operation and security of safe deposit lockers? ठीक है, so safe deposit lockers के संबंध में आपका कौन सा statement क्या है correct है? So what will be your correct answer? Anyone? We have discussed these particular thing in past also. ठीक है. So if locker is found left open after operation, it must be sealed and the hire informed only by the post. Post is like very you'll not you have to call that particular person and then you have to log that particular one. As I know about this is wrong. Electronically accessed locker must maintain an uncollectible log of locker activities. Electronically accessible lockers means जो आपका digital keys आपके होते हैं all. So it maintain unalterable log of locker activities. Privacy of locker hires must be ensured and no bank official is allowed inside the locker room when customer is operating the locker. बिल्कुल सही आपका, ठीक है. The ingress and egress the ingress and egress of bank staff to the vault rooms need not be recorded. Only customer access is recorded. ठीक है. No, bank staff का भी हमें आपका record करना होगा. See, we have to record bank also. ठीक है. So this make this a statement wrong. Ingress is like basically while we accessing or while we are ingress is something while we are entering or egress is something while we are exiting. तो ये जो entry exit है आपका, it must be recorded for the bank staff आपका. ठीक है. Then आपका locker register and locker key register must be mandatory, maintained by CBS or any approved software system. बिल्कुल सही. Then the locker room should ideally have a multiple entry. No, it should not have multiple entry. It should have only one entry and exit आपका. ठीक है. तो multiple में तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. All right. So आपका now we have to 2 3 5. ठीक है. So 2 3 5 2 3 5 we have, yes, हाँ, ठीक है. 2 3 5 means, sorry, 2 3 5 means this is wrong. ठीक है. So 2 3 5 means option C should be right answer for this one. Yes, हाँ, चलो. So statement 1 is incorrect. If locker is left open, it must immediately sealed and the hire is not be informed by a mail. So the hire is to be informed by the mail and all. ठीक है. Post is like तब तक गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. ठीक है. Statement 4 is आपका incorrect. Ingress and egress of bank staff to vault rooms must be also recorded. ठीक है, not just customer. Six was incorrect. Locker room must have a single entry and exit point आपका. ठीक है, so this is the one. All right, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Next one. Identify which of the following statement regarding settlement of claim in case of death of a locker hire are incorrect. Are correct. ठीक है. So somebody who took locker and in any circumstances, let's say there is a death of that particular person. ठीक है. The who generally was the lessee in that particular contract. ठीक है. So उसकी डेथ हो जाती है, तो अब उस केस में what will be the action और how we will settle these kind of transactions आपका. तो किस तरीके से इनका settlement आपका होगा. ठीक है. So bank must release the content of the lockers within maximum 15 days from the date of receipt of the claim. ठीक है, this is true. ठीक है, statement one is this 15 days is आपका correct one. ठीक है. Then next one आपका in case of sole locker hire, the nominee may be granted access to the locker after verifying the death certificate and their identity. ठीक है, so अगर उसकी death होगी तो obviously we will give access to the, like after verifying the person in itself or the nominee a death certificate, based on death certificates we will provide access to the nominee. बिल्कुल सही. ठीक है. Next one आपका, if one of the joint locker hire with nominee registered die, only the nominee is allowed access to no. It should be based on आपका former and survivor basis. ठीक है. If one of the joint locker hire, see joint locker, there are two person who open a joint locker, let's say husband and wife, and they have a nominee that is their kid. ठीक है. So in this case, if let's say two hires, husband and wife, let's say there is something happened with the husband, so now wife will get that access, not the nominee. So this is wrong. ठीक है, आपका ये गलत होना चाहिए. If there is no clear survivorship clause or nominee, bank may allow access to legal hire based on their policy and with due cautions. ठीक है, बिल्कुल सही आपका. ठीक है, मतलब जो फिर वी हैव टू फॉलो द अदर लॉज. ठीक है, एंड जो भी उनके लीगल हायर्स होंगे आपका, ठीक है, इफ दे हैव नॉट, लाइक लेट्स से देयर इज अ पर्सन कॉल्ड एक्स हु डिड नॉट पुट एनी नॉमिनी एंड ऑल. ठीक है, एंड if later on somebody is claiming that particular locker after the death of that particular person, so with policies and due cautions we can allow that particular one. ठीक है, if it is legal. Bank must always insist on succession certificate or a letter of administration before giving access to the locker. Bank must always insist. Succession certificate is not required in this case. ठीक है, so we need आपका this आपका death certificates or their identity. Succession certificate is not required. ठीक है, so how they have placed their wealth and all. ठीक है, so this is also wrong. So we have to find out the correct statement. Means 1, 2 and 4. 1, 2 and 4 means option A only will be right answer for this one. ठीक है, so third आपका survivor and nominee jointly are allowed to access not the nominee alone. ठीक है, fifth one was incorrect. Bank are advised to avoid insisting on succession certificate or a similar documents. ठीक है, तो अगर कस्टमर दे रहा है that is well and good, otherwise it is not required in this particular case also. ठीक है, next one guys. Which of the following statement are correct with respect to operation, closure and liability related to safe deposit locker? Okay, quickly go through the question guys. चलो आसान है भी. ठीक है, बन जाएगा. सबसे विद रिस्पेक्ट टू ऑपरेशन, क्लोजर एंड लाइबिलिटी रिलेटेड टू सेफ बैंक सेफ डिपॉजिट लॉकर, बैंक कैन ब्रेक ओपन अ लॉकर if the locker rent remain unpaid. ठीक है, नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. ठीक है, this is wrong. We cannot break that particular one. ठीक है, so the next one is आपका what we have to find out correct statement. ठीक है, तो first statement is incorrect. Bank must video record the break open process and preserve the footage for the further references where legally permissible. It is something like if someone is coming with that particular one, or if something which has that with that particular person some legal hiring and all. Okay. So in that case, if we are breaking that particular legal or that particular locker, so in that particular case we have to record a video and we have to keep that particular one for the future references. ठीक है, मतलब जैसे कोई आता है कि he is claiming, he is providing the documents and all, in that case you have to keep some आपका references record after identifying that particular person and others. ठीक है. Then next one आपका, in case of loss due to natural calamities, bank natural calamities are not compensatable. ठीक है, bank are fully liable to compensate the locker hires. ठीक है, no, customer must be notified by SMS and email each time their locker is accessed with a redressal mechanism for unauthorized access. बिल्कुल सही. ठीक है. Then, in case of electronic locker, bank must maintain a complete audit trail and assign the vault administrator password to a senior official. ठीक है, हाँ, this is can be your right. ठीक है, जैसे single key आपका होता है ना, master key वाला kind of things. This is a similar one. In case of physical access or physical lockers where we have that ताला वाला locker, ठीक है, or the digital one where we have keywords आपका, we do not have any specific key for that particular one. ठीक है, so that E key आपका basically, ठीक है, so this is also correct. ठीक है, so 2, 4 and 5 these seems correct. ठीक है, 2 so option C should be right answer for this one. Yes, so statement 1 was incorrect. Bank can break open locker if rent is unpaid for 3 consecutive years. Okay, and after giving due notice only. Okay? There was something in notice or something after issuing due note. Okay, so there is some change, guys. Please do remember this one. Okay? Very important point we missed. Bank can break the open a locker if the locker rent remain unpaid for 5 years. Not it is कितना था आपका 3 years and only after issuing a due notice आपका. ठीक है, तो ये एक बहुत important point which I also missed. ठीक है, statement 3 was incorrect. Bank are not liable for losses due to natural calamities and all. ठीक है, utmost act of God जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं. ठीक है, that is the one. ठीक है, चलो काफी अच्छे अच्छे statements हैं. So please do go through these. आपका जो explanation part है ना, that is definitely going to help you out in this particular case. चलो next question, guys. Which of the following statement from about the custodial and portfolio management services are correct here? So portfolio management, we will discuss this particular one in RVWM, and I'm going to start RVWM classes from Monday onwards. ठीक है, so module wise आपका first we will cover module A and we'll try कि module A को हम 2 session में, we have only 4 session, 3 and 4 is like bit lengthy, otherwise it is manageable. ठीक है, so custodial and portfolio management services. ठीक है, so custodian bank primarily serve as retail customers. No, it is majorly for the आपका जो custodial services होते हैं, these are generally for the HNI or corporate customers and all. ठीक है, for not these credit card holders and all. ठीक है, in custodial is something who is taking care about the documents or the things आपका. ठीक है, assets, securities and all. ठीक है, जैसे हो ना हमारे पास, जैसे we have like NSDL, CDSL who generally take care about the customers who generally invest their money in the stock market and all. ठीक है, तो उनके जो शेयर सर्टिफिकेट्स इन अदर्स हैं, दे आर जनरली मैनेज बाय देम. तो ऐसे ही हम लोग आपको सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करते हैं टू द कस्टमर्स टू प्रोटेक्ट देयर सर्टिफिकेट्स आपका या अदर्स जो एरियाज हैं. ठीक है, इन पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट द रिस्क of a security is evaluated based on its standalone risk independent of the portfolio, not standalone to risk. It is like overall market risk and all. The different factors, not based on one single factor. This should be also wrong. Diversification within a portfolio reduce the overall risk by spreading investment across all the asset classes. 100% true. Basic rule of diversification. Portfolio strategies must consider investor specific factor like tax rates, transactions cost, आपका risk appetite. 100% true. So whenever we provide or offer PMS services to the customers, so basically we are providing them one-stop solution for their financial need. ठीक है, where you can invest, how you can take the tax advantages, or how you can make your financial goal and how you can achieve those particular one. ठीक है, so वहां पे आपका टैक्सेस हो या आपका रिस्क हो या अदर्स हो या जो आपके like उनके जो financial goals हो, so उनको consider करते हुए we are offering the services, right? In PMS, transaction must be booked at agreed fixed price to reduce the uncertainty. No, PMS is like portfolio management services is based on the market prices. Okay? It is it is usually based on market prices. Basically, let's say customer is giving they have provided 1 crore rupees to get. So we are purchasing or we are buying securities on market price. Okay? Not based on the pre-agreement. There is nothing like swap. The next one, bank must maintain CRR, SLR on undeployed funds under PMS. This is correct. Okay? So this is because these are the normal deposit for the bank and they are part of the DTL calculation, demand time liabilities calculation. So it should be right. Okay? So what we have to find out, correct statements. Okay? Correct statements. That means 2, 4 and 6. Okay? 2, 4, 6 आपका. ठीक है? 2, 4, 6 means sorry 3, 4, 6 आपका, तो that A only will be right answer for this one. Statement 1 was incorrect. Custodian generally serve institutional client like mutual funds, insurance companies and all. Then we have statement 2 आपका, the risk is evaluated based on the security contribution to the portfolio risk, not the isolation. Fifth one was incorrect. PMS transaction must be booked at market rate, not on the determined rates and all. Okay, so they generally comes under this particular one. Okay, sir, Priyal ma'am, we have already done, I have already done all the 4 modules of your IE and IFS. Okay. So I have created one playlist also. If you'll come to the playlist section, I'll show you at the end of this particular session how you can access those particular one. And even today itself, we will be having one marathon session for 2-3 hours where we will be covering PYQ based mock test. Okay. So these sessions are definitely going to help you out. दिस क्वेश्चन इज वेरी इजी. ठीक है, जो NEFT RTGS हमने फर्स्ट में आपका प्रैक्टिस किया था, ठीक है, इट इज कंप्लीटली अलाइन विद दैट पर्टिकुलर वन. So do not worry about these statement, heavy statements. ठीक है, so I'm just preparing you for the like toughest scenario कि अगर कल के डेट में इस बार आपका जैसे लास्ट 2 years से और 2 sessions से IIBF for JIB they become very lenient. ठीक है, they are issuing some easy paper and all. ठीक है, तो अगर ऐसा आता है टफर साइड में भी, तो दिस इज द क्वेश्चन फॉर 2 marks. ठीक है, so I hope everybody will be able to answer this one. Priyal ma'am, I'll show you that particular one at the end of this particular session. Okay? Which of the following statement regarding the levying of services charge and NEFT RTGS charges by bank is are correct? Okay? So assume that one customer is visiting to your branch and they are asking about the service charges. Okay? So what will be the right and what will be the wrong? First I'll shift this one. Okay? Okay. So first statement आपका, bank can fix service charge without any approval from the board of directors as long as charges. So what do you say about the very first statement, guys? Okay. So first statement is right or wrong? It is wrong. Okay. It is completely wrong. Okay. So you cannot, as a banker, you cannot fix this particular one without approval of the board. Okay. Then next one आपका, अच्छा, first what we have to find out, correct statement we have to find out. ठीक है, the next statement आपका, ठीक है, basic banking services for individuals such as deposit account or remittances must be a price higher for individual in rural areas compared to urban areas. ठीक है, so now this is the wrong one. ठीक है, so opposite आपका ये हो जाएगा. ठीक है, in rural areas if we are kind of doing some sort of आपका the financial inclusion and all, so this is generally not part of that one. Okay? RTGS charges for transaction between 2 lakh to 5 lakh can be levied up to 49.50 plus applicable GST based on prescribed ceiling by RBI. True. ठीक है, correct है आपका. ठीक है, statement third is true. ठीक है, statement, the first statement which is true, that is statement 3 आपका. Why this is not working here? Inward RTGS and NEFT transaction can be charged. Inward transaction cannot be charged. This is also wrong. So this is also wrong. ठीक है. Bank must ensure that charges for basic banking services are lower for individual than for the non individual, and these charges should be disclosed upfront. Yeah, this is 100% true. Statement 5 is also correct. कि like पहले तो जो आपका कॉर्पोरेट है उनसे आपका कम होंगे, एंड वी हैव टू मेक श्योर कि like we are providing services to these particular one and all. So this is right. Then next statement guys आपका statement number 6. Maximum charges for NEFT transaction of 15,000 is 500. It is not 25 rupees, it is 5 rupees or something. कितना है इस पे आपका NEFT पे चार्ज आपका, ठीक है. So who will tell आपका गाइस कितना है आपका इसके ऊपर? It is I guess it is okay, कितना अमाउंट है? 25. I won't be able to recall that particular one, but this is not 25,000 20 sorry not 25 rupees आपका, ठीक है. So it must be it not 25, it is very minimal, 2.5 or 5 rupees something, but it is not right. Yeah. Above 1 lakh rupees something, it is that amount. Yeah. Chalo, next one. Charges in service charges must be communicated. Charges in service charges must be communicated to customer at least 30 days prior to implementations, with the option for customers to exit the relationship within 30 days from the notice itself. This is also correct. Yeah. So what we have to find out? We have to find out the correct statement. That means we have correct statement कौन सा? Statement 3 आपका, then statement 5 and then आपका statement 7. 357, ठीक है, 357. Okay, I guess these options are wrong. First we will check this one. Options A. Statement 1 is incorrect. We have to find out correct statement, right? So हमें आपका correct statement find out करने हैं, ठीक है. We have to find out correct statement. That means they have we have mark this one, ठीक है, तो ये आपको हटाना पड़ेगा, ठीक है. A we have to remove because A is incorrect statement, ठीक है. So A, here also, so it is mentioned A is incorrect, yeah. And if you go for this one, we have to find out the correct statement. 357, these are the only 3 statements which are correct about this particular one, okay. So statement 1 was incorrect because service charges must be approved by the board. 2 is incorrect because charges for individual in rural areas should be more liberal, or less than the other areas. आपका statement 4 is incorrect because inward RTGS cannot be charged. 6 was incorrect because the charges for NEFT transaction up to 10,000 is 2.5. 10,000 is 2.5, and for transaction above 1 lakh is 15%, 15 plus GST, not 25 आपका, ठीक है. So it is आपका 15 rupees, ठीक है. 15 rupees आपका था, not the आपका जितना भी वहां पे 25 रुपीज मेंशन किया गया था आपका, ठीक है. सो इट वाज नॉट 50 दिस, इट वाज आपका 15 रुपीज प्लस जीएसटी, ठीक है. एंड द सेवन स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट वन, ओके, दिस इज so guys, this is all about your ancillary services unit number 15. Again, you can expect 1 marks or half marks question based on this particular one. I hope you enjoy the session. Like we have the remaining 3 units, आपका 14, 13 and 12 I'll be providing in recorded one because these are very small units, ठीक है. तो अगर हम उसको लाइव करेंगे और आप कैसे जाएंगे, तो it will take like much time to discuss those particular things. I do not want to waste that particular one. What I can do, either we will cover all the 3 units in one live session, or else I'll provide the recording when I have already recorded that CMS one, so that I'll update by today or tomorrow itself, right? So this is it guys. I hope you enjoy the session. If you have any queries and doubt, please do mention into the comment section, and those who are watching on NAP, so you can share your queries through the chat box also. All right, so this is it. Now I'll see you and we'll be discussing unit number 16 from in our next session. All right, so this is it guys. Anything which you have, okay, one question. So I got one question आपका from Priyal. ठीक है, Priyal, I'll take your query first. ठीक है. So see how you can access to these particular one. This is my Telegram group, so you can join this particular one. And I and IFS I have completed 100%. ठीक है. So if you'll come to the YouTube, sorry, here only I'll start with this. Okay. So if you'll come to the YouTube, आपका ठीक है YouTube session, ठीक है. So if you'll open this particular one, we are here. If you'll come to the playlist section, ठीक है, there are so many candidates, those who have queries around this, ठीक है. So if you'll come to the playlist section, ठीक है, and we have already done the sessions आपका, ठीक है, marathon session. If you'll click on this, so this is the session which I'm going to conduct at 12 p.m. ठीक है, just after 1 hour, ठीक है. So please be there. We'll have a आपका value discussion in this. Apart from this, आपका for module wise I have already done, ठीक है. So here you can see module D, which is like one of the biggest module, which contains 17 units. So it took around 11-12 hours, ठीक है. Then we have module आपका C 6 hour. Then we have आपका module A आपका 7 hour and module B आपका 5 hour, ठीक है. Apart from this also, if you want to go for the concept summary and all, ठीक है. So for concept summary, there is one another playlist. I'll just show you. Not only for I and IFS, you will get for the other subject also similarly, ठीक है. Like AFM we have done, and there is one another playlist. I won't be able to find that particular one right now. Yes, I guess this is the one. Even to resolve the dispute among. These are the concept summaries आपका, ठीक है. So if you like module D, it is about 9 hours, ठीक है. Module D it is 9 hours. Module A and B done concept summary done by Disha ma'am itself, ठीक है. So it is 5 hours each. And module C आपका it is 5 hours each, right? So 5 hours आपका, ठीक है. So if you go through these particular one, and just after that what you have to do, just go for the practice, ठीक है. Practice means आपका module wise mock test and all, ठीक है. So you can access to this batch this is like in the remaining time duration. If you haven't purchased any course from anywhere, ठीक है, so then in that case only I'll suggest this particular one. You will see the concept videos also here, ठीक है. And it will contain आपका unit wise mock test, module wise mock test and others which are generally part of this one, ठीक है. So like you'll get first of all the concept summary as well as unit wise summaries I have uploaded in this particular batch itself, ठीक है. So you'll get marathon videos of all the topics and all, ठीक है. And then you can go for the unit wise mock. For each subject you'll get 4 set at least, ठीक है. Then आपका module wise mock, mixed question from that particular module and full length mock along with the PDFs and everything which is generally part of this, and it will cost you around 700 or something, ठीक है. So it will cost you around 729 after taxes and the internet handling charges and other also, ठीक है. So you can access these particular thing, and if you need any other help, just do let me know. All right, whoever asked this Priyal, I hope you got your answer for your query itself, right? Chalo. So now I'll see you just after 1 hour. So just after 1 hour, we will be discussing around the I and IFS subject, and we'll try to cover entire 100 question. It totally depend on your energy also, ठीक है. तो आप लोग अगर आप लोगों ने just set your आपका basically your alarm for this particular one, ठीक है. और आज संडे, आज बिल्कुल एकदम मचा देना है, ठीक है. बहुत सारी चीजें आज करनी है हमें, ठीक है. सो विल ट्राई कि वी विल बी कवरिंग मैक्सिमम, ठीक है. और आप लोगों का पार्टिसिपेशन अगर अच्छा रहा तो शाम को ये भी करेंगे, ठीक है आपका. एंड इट इज शेड्यूल फॉर व्हाट टाइम, आई जस्ट वांट टू चेक. इट इज फॉर आपका ओके, इट इज मिस्टेकनली शेड्यूल फॉर नो, इट इज दिस इज आई एन IFS. AFM is scheduled for what time? Okay. It is 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. We'll do around 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Okay. So 7 p.m. we'll be practicing AFM question. Anything else, guys? Anything else? If you have any doubt, please do let me know. And please do join that evening session of, the afternoon session for I and IFS. Exact memory based question or a kind of mock, and for AFM, and I'll do it for all 4 subjects, okay? And you are going to enjoy that particular one, and that I'll make sure, okay? Chalo. So this is it, guys. I guess no queries. Now I'll see you just after 1 hour for I and IFS, and we will be practicing a mock. All right. So this is it. Bye bye. Take care all. Have a nice day. Thank you.